It's also kind of interesting. This is from NBCSports.com. NBA Power Rankings. Bucks 1, 76ers 2, Celtics 3. Cavs check in at 4. So the top 4 in this power rankings are all from the Eastern Conference. Cleveland won 7 of 9, but the 2 losses, one to the Heat in Miami, the other to Philadelphia, raised some questions about what kind of playoff threat the Cavaliers really are. And Sam, I can't argue with that at all. The 76ers game is one that really kind of jumps out when I say, man, you can't do that in the regular season, because they had them on the ropes and they let them off.
Yeah, that game would be a little bit more telling than, I think, losing in Miami. They won one game in Miami. But yeah, for sure, that was kind of an example of a team wanting to send a message, 2 teams wanting to send a message, and one team having been in that position before, or at least more regularly, and that would have been the 76ers, and they were able to close the game. So, yeah, look, I think that most people now with Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving in the in the Western Conference, and having moved on from the Nets, most people have the Cavs pegged to win a first-round series. Okay? Now, you still have to do that. It's not going to be easy, especially if you face the Knicks or the Heat. That's going to be a very difficult and tall task. But if you do that, the Cavs right now in the regular season haven't really shown that they're able to beat a team like the 76ers in a 7-game series, or certainly the Bucks in a 7-game series. I don't worry so much about the Celtics. I know that they're the defending Eastern Conference champs, but the Cavs seem to match up with them better than they do those other 2 teams. And again, Donovan Mitchell's right. It's not always about experience. Sometimes the element of surprise, which the Cavs will have working in their favor as a newer playoff team, sometimes that can carry you. But, you've got to learn to finish these games. Again, going back to what I said earlier, finish these games, and you especially have to do it against teams that have, quote unquote, been there before, like Philadelphia.
Yeah, and my feeling is if they get into a game against the Bucks, the Sixers, the Celtics, they have a puncher's chance in that series just because of the 4 guys that are at the top of their rotation. Any one of those 4 guys can take over a game, and Jared Allen can do it on the defensive end and at the rim. Again, we'll see.